Hey guys, Jordan from Condo here. Today we are going to go through LSQ Condos, a project that honestly, originally I wasn't even going to make a video on, but when the team sent over the starting prices to me, I re-evaluated quickly. I think it represents a really good sweet spot for investors looking to get into the market. I think they've priced this really attractively and left a lot of meat on the bone for investors. So let's hop over the PC and go through the project in a little more detail here. All right, so this is a rendering of the project. It is 15 acres in total, 400,000 square feet of office space, a ton of retail on the ground level, and you're looking at about 1,600 condos in total. So this is actually a master plan community, and it is from the Almadev team. So the same team behind Galleria, behind Emerald Park. So a team that consistently puts together very high quality master plan communities. And as we all know, getting in on the first phase of a master plan community, you tend to do pretty well because subsequent phases launch at higher value. And I think that they've priced this first building very strategically, knowing that they want to build momentum for the future launches at the site. And I honestly, looking at the prices, I don't know how they're making any money. So the first thing I want to do is get our bearings. So we're right here in North York, and anybody who lives in North York is going to fight me on that definition, but give me a second, because anything west of Victoria Park is North York, not Scarborough. So you're right on the border of North York and Scarborough. So here you have the 404, 401, you have Victoria Park, and then you have Shepherd here. And this is the site here of Almadev's 15-acre master plan community. So right here you have LSQ Condos, and the block we're focusing on, the first phase of the buildings, and the first phase of the community is this phase right here on the corner of Shepherd and Victoria Park. You can see that there's some development in the surrounding area. This particular pocket has a lot of sort of B+ office space. You also have, Porsche Midtown, Audi Midtown, roughly 20,000 jobs in this little pocket of the city. So it is it is an employment hub. And then, of course, you have some development coming along Shepherd. Here you have Pinnacle East, by Pinnacle, obviously. And over here, we have some good resale comparables that we'll talk about in a minute. So in particular, you have Tridell's building, Trio at Atria, right here. So this is what the site looks like right now. Basically a giant parking lot with some office space. And this is what it's going to look like in the future. So like I said, we're focusing in on this block, sort of phase one of the community here. You have parkland, you have retail running along the ground of all of these buildings. And of course, you also have office space in the future as well. This is the rendering of the first two buildings here, but I really wanted to focus in on this rendering. So you can see that there's a lot of public space. It's going to be a very walkable little master plan community here. You have a lot of retail on the ground floor. And I've gone ahead and pulled the architectural plans from the city in order to showcase that a little bit more. This is one of the building lobbies. We don't have a lot of renderings, so this building is launching end of this month, and we'll have more renderings then, but of course we have lots to show you from the city planning database. So here you can see the ground level of the first two buildings. You've got a giant 3,600 square foot retail space here, an even larger one here. And then you have a retail space here and another smaller 900 square foot retail space here. So all in all, thousands of square feet of retail just in the first phase of this community, and lots of seating areas, lots of landscaping. So again, Almadev pulling their experience building master plan communities and applying all the lessons they've learned to this community as well. Now, in terms of amenities, we don't have any renderings. We don't have anything finalized, but you guys know me. I've already creeped the city planning database and went through all the architectural plans. There are a lot of amenities in these two buildings. So here you can see in the podium, you have some amenity space here, some amenity space here. And then of course you go up a level and you have basically a half floor of amenities, a gym in each building, co-working areas, a party room. You have a pet relief area in both buildings, which is really nice. More and more people have pets in condos. So, and you have outdoor terraces, and then you go up a level and again, you have more amenities. So in this building, you have an 1,100 square foot co-working space, which I'm sure will get very well utilized, more outdoor amenity, outdoor terrace. And then in this building, again, more outdoor terrace, and of course you have the outdoor spa. So in terms of amenities, in terms of this area, these buildings are probably the most well appointed. Now let's talk about what you came here for, starting prices. So first let's look at the floor plate. So this is levels 6 to 38, so anything above the podium. These are your standard units. If you want the floor plans and you want the price list as soon as it releases, link is in the description, and I will send you this and everything as it releases. Really good floor plans. The building is obviously your traditional rectangle. You don't have really deep floor plans, so you're not like sort of your bowling alley style. Just really good functional layouts with very little wasted space, very little hallway space. You get as small as 488 square feet for a one bedroom in a proper one bedroom, not like a junior, false studio one bedroom, a real one bedroom in the tower. And the starting prices, like I said, I think are really good. So you're looking at about $1,200 a square foot. Now, once you move into the tower, you're looking at, small one in dens, 508 square feet, starting in the low 600. So again, around that $1,200 per square foot mark. And you have two bedrooms starting just under 700 square feet in the high 700. So again, really attractive starting prices. And there are a couple of reasons why I think these prices are really good. But the first thing I want to do is just compare apples to apples. Just look at a comparable nearby resale building. And as I said, you have LSQ right here. And then just down the street, you have, not even just down the street, couple doors down, you have the Tridel build right here at 50 and O'Reilly. So let's take a look at that because it's a relatively new building. It's a Tridel. It's a good build, right? So good developer, same location, and very similar fit and finish. So if we pull up our handy dandy condos.ca, you can see that the average sold price per square foot in the last 365 days is $1,133. So call it $1,100 a square foot. Adjust for parking maybe, because a lot of these units will include parking and that'll be rolled into that PSF. Maybe you're looking at $1,000 a foot, anywhere from $1,000 to $1,050 per square foot. The other thing that's really interesting is the rents are quite strong. So you look at the rents downtown, sort of the Church Street corridor, you're going to see one bedrooms at $2,600 a month at most. You're seeing them here at $2,350 a month. So the rents in this area are quite strong as well. And this building's only 3 years old. So like I said, apples to apples comparison, which is what you want to do when you're looking at pre-construction pricing. Now, I also think these prices are really attractive in just the context of what else is out there on the pre-construction market. So I wanted to show you this chart to give you a little bit more context. So the cost to build a high-rise condo in the city of Toronto has gone up tremendously since 2019 to the tune of 43%. Now, there's a number of reasons for that, and I won't bore you with the details. I go into that stuff in other videos, but essentially you have municipal levies up 49% last year alone. You have construction costs, both labor and materials, up massively. But here's the thing. The resale market hasn't really done that well, 2019 through today. You had the dip through COVID. We've since recovered, and now prices are more or less trading sideways. So you haven't seen a lot of growth in the resale condo market, but the cost to build new condos is up 43%. And so, of course, the price of new condos, the launch price, is up 38.8%. And this chart explains why you're seeing stuff in the Church Street corridor launching at $1,700 a foot, or in Hamilton launching at $1,100 a foot, and projects that are up and coming, in North York, $1,400, $1,500 a square foot. So to me, this project makes a lot of sense. It's only $100 to $200 per square foot off from an existing resale building just across the street, and you're looking at a spring 2027 completion date. And it is the first phase of a master plan community, so the developer is going to increase prices on subsequent launches. When you look at a chart like this from Urban Nation that shows the new condo price per square foot surging in the past 3 years, and the resale condo price per square foot on average in the GTA more or less flat over the last 3 years, and you see that, $500-$600 per square foot gap, I get really excited about projects that are only coming out at a $100-$200 per square foot gap, because it leaves a lot of meat on the bones for investors and purchasers in that project. So that is part of the reason why I made this video. We haven't really seen many launches or any launches this year with that slim of a gap over resale prices. So sure, you could go buy in an up and comer like Calgary or in Hamilton at $1,100 a foot, or you could buy somewhere here in an established area. I mean, is it a AAA location? I don't really think anybody would call Shepherd and Victoria Park a AAA location, but it's certainly a B+, and it is very close proximity-wise to downtown versus these other options, and it's really not that much of a premium over these tier 2 cities. So to me, these prices make a lot of sense. If you want more information on this project, link is below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.